on 3 or 1, 2, 3, go?
Go works better, it seems like.
Okay, so on 4.
Yeah, go.
4, technically.
Still, what are you digging at, huh?
Hello.
No.
No.
Okay.
God damn it. Other room. Jesus Christ. Other room.
Do you hear that thing focusing?
God damn it.
No. Stop. This way.
Other room.
Kitchen. Or go to the kitchen.
Other room.
There we go.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn it. Okay. Let's see. We gotta remember to check that. It will go off actually. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, first try. Okay, so I've got my beautifully torn piece of paper here. Oh, yeah, microphones. Okay, so welcome to the first podcast.
Hello.
Yay, the Podcucks. So since it's the first one, I thought we would just do a little explaining and stuff. So the first thing is the name. Why Podcucks?
That's a good question. I don't remember.
Yeah. So what happened with that was actually a friend of mine from work, David. If you're watching, hi.
Hi, Dave.
But me and him were eventually going to do the podcast together, and I just decided that it kind of made a little bit more sense to use somebody who's in the same house as me, because otherwise it'd be difficult. But he came up with the idea Podcuck, and I don't think he really liked it too much, but I was like, I love that. So it's unique, and also I feel like, if I was scrolling through a list of podcasts, that would probably be the one I select. Just like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Let's see. So, and the reason why is just so I started listening to The Basement Yard, which I really love, which honestly I'll probably steal a few things from. So if anybody watches that, you'll be like, this seems familiar.
Yeah.
I love The Basement Yard, but I've always enjoyed me and your conversations and stuff, but I never really thought that just sitting down and talking normally and not like about a subject would really be good for a podcast. And then they just sit down and shoot the shit, and they have a blast.
Whatever.
So I was just like, yeah, I want to try that. So that's also the theme of this is really nothing, just whatever we want to talk about. And then you guys can listen to if you want. Me and Hayden got stupid conversations, so I think it's worth it.
Real dumb.
Yeah. We've got like lots of things planned. So, like we want to do all these little skits and stuff. One of the things that Joe from The Basement Yard was talking about is like, if you're going to do something, don't just do the same thing as someone else because they're already established and better at it. So why the hell would anybody come watch your shit?
Makes
Good
no
God,
sense.
the focus on this camera is ridiculous. It's just like a
I
little
haven't heard
chirp.
it. I think you're making it up. Oh, I hear it. I just need to move around and just to focus.
Let's see if we can pick this up. That's what I get to hear, if you can actually hear it. But yeah, so we got lots of stuff planned. And one thing I was thinking, if we're going to do video, why not like make it worth watching the video rather than just have the conversation, do some edits. And then we're thinking of doing skits. So things are going to change a ton, and you'll probably be like, what the hell are these guys doing? And that's kind of the point.
So whatever.
Yeah. The main reason though, like I really want to do this is it just sounded fun. I'm not really looking for views or anything. So for the mom and dad definitely aren't watching this.
Hopefully not.
I actually told my mama, it's like, yeah, so I've got a podcast, love your support, but don't watch it. Like you'll hate it. I swear and everything. And she was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so the format and everything might be changing a lot on per episode, but that's just because we're trying to figure out what's fun. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is the schedule. So I think I might be able to make bi-weekly work. Yeah, I think we'll shoot for bi-weekly. It turns out that editing this shit is a lot of fucking work. So I think bi-weekly will work because I'm trying to do all this other stuff on top of this. This isn't just what I want to do with all the video stuff, so I'm not trying to sit here and edit podcasts all day. Yeah. So, and then also another thing we want is guests and stuff. I think it would be really fun, or we think it would be really fun to share the experience. And
so many friends.
Yeah, I don't know if you're down, but like some people, I was thinking we could just travel to them since the setup is pretty easy. Yeah. Not everyone, but like specifically, I would love to do one with Russell, but he like.
Oh yeah, isn't he like allergic?
These guys are laying on each other. Oh, it's so tender.
That's cute.
It is very cute.
Comforting each other in their banishment from the.
Yes, but these cuties kill Russell like way worse than other dogs. Like we were by some like hunting dogs, like big old hound dogs in where was it? Indiana. But yeah, Indiana.
You sure it wasn't Indiana?
Yeah, it was Indiana. We were by some huge ass dogs, and he got a little sniffly. It was fine, and that's pretty much how he is with every dog. But these guys, he came over to watch Sunny in Philadelphia with me, and he was fucking dying like 10 minutes in. So I was thinking we could travel out to him.
Yeah. Well, it's a little known fact actually. See, Russell's from Indiana.
These
dogs are from Idaho. Indiana and Idaho, they're enemies. That's probably why it fucks them up so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this camera! I just got.
Stop focusing on the camera, Brad.
It's just so loud. Chirp, 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 chirp. Just try your hardest to not move. Okay, now stay like that.
Okay.
No, I'll get used to it eventually. Oh man, that hurt. Oh, drool everywhere. Ow! Apparently my esophagus is really tight right
sure
now.
That's water, like.
Oh my god! Why that hurts so bad?
I don't know what's going on.
My esophagus
Let me try.
is a little virgin apparently.
Poison or something.
Jesus Christ! Well, you took a tiny sip.
Okay.
I did take more of a man sip. Let's take your biggest chug and see if it hurts. And your throat is more of a slut than mine.
Apparently, Jesus.
All right, well, that's pretty much all I got for that.
Oh wow, that
wasn't as awesome as I thought it was going to be.
Well, but since it's for the first podcast, we should probably do introductions.
It's a bit of a podcast. You kind of stumbled
the
there.
first podcast. We should probably do introductions.
Yeah, no, so that's what I was thinking is since it's our first one and nobody really, well, a bunch of people don't really know our relationship, but we've been roommates for like 6 years and stuff, so I was thinking we could go through the origin story.
Origin story.
Yeah. But, we can do the school introductions, though, to first start out. What was it? It was like your name, where you're from, or where you live, and then like what cool thing did you do over the summer?
No one does that.
That's what they did in high school.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever did that.
Actually, what was the computer lady? Well, I don't remember. It was specifically her class. Because I remember I did something cool that summer, and for once I was like, yeah, I could show off.
Wait for her class.
Yeah, I was like, what? Oh, I'm going to fucking blow your guys' minds. I don't even remember what I did, though.
No, I don't remember a lot of high school.
Druggy.
Just concussion.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, lots of concussions in high school.
No, just one specifically, but you know.
What happened with that again? How'd you get concussed? I don't even remember.
Yeah, me either.
Well, what was the story everyone around you told you?
We decided to longboard down a very dangerous...
Oh my god, yes. I remember the story.
Like a really stupid idea. Just trying to longboard down this very unlongboardable hill.
For the Sam Peters out there, it was that road that went out to like
Ephraim Canyon.
Ephraim Canyon, that's right.
She went up Mount Pleasant, the one to get to Ephraim Canyon.
Yeah, that road was fucking vicious right before you get to that little park area.
Yeah, it was really stupid. We like went down 20 feet and then everybody died. Cody crashed and got road rash all up him, and I hit my head somehow.
I think Cody's story was he intentionally bailed, which
was a good idea.
Yeah.
I think I saw him bail. I was like, oh, I should stop, and somehow got a concussion from that.
Oh man, that one time I fell off the board. I jumped off the board when we moved into the house in Provo. There's that roundabout, and if you take the right turn, the first right turn on the roundabout, it goes uphill. If you go straight through the roundabout, it's that huge dip into Bulldog that goes to the hospital. Yeah. And I was hauling dick down Columbia Lane, like just going so fast. I was like,
imagine you with like a backpack full of dicks. Get these dicks to the hospital stat.
They need owners.
I don't know.
They're humanless dicks.
You hauling dicks? I don't know.
All right. But yeah, so if you take the right turn, it goes uphill, and I knew that I could stop that way. But then I was like, oh man, if I don't make that turn. And so I was like, I got it. but it was way sharper than I expected. Like it was gonna be like the turn was so sharp it'd have to be like one of those. I have a rock in my hand around, so I missed the turn, and then I was about to go down the hill, and I was just like, oh, fuck. If I go down that hill, I will die. Like, so I jumped off the board, and I literally was like standing on the edge and just it was like I stepped off the board for some reason, and the board ended up hitting me in the back of the ankle. I was like, ow, how did that happen? And then I fell, and then my neck was all fucked, and it was really bad. And all I was trying to do was stay up late so I could get used to my upcoming grave schedule that I was gonna have.
Night boarding.
I was just outside in the night trying to stay up, and it turned into pain. I didn't go to sleep though. I hurt too much.
Oh yeah, I bet. Wow.
But yes, I'm Brett Alsop. I'm from outside of Moroni, Sanpete County, Moroni, and I did something cool this summer.
Did you?
Yeah, it was. Why are you stuffing your face in a blanket?
No, he's...
Oh. Okay.
There's
There's gonna be so many breaks.
Thank you.
Oh, it's amazing. That's charming.
Yes.
He's from our place. And I'm sure if he got to tell you what he did this summer, it would be like, I ate a bone. Or, he ate his tire. He finished his tire finally. Goals. I don't remember. We'll talk about all sorts of summer shit, I'm sure. It was boring. And you are?
Oh, my name's Hayden Stevens. I live here. I grew up in Fountain Green. What did I even do over the summer? I just remember the Vegas trip.
What was the best part about living in Fountain Green?
Nothing, really. Not a lot of people.
Welcome to Sanpete, everyone. For all you Sanpeters who are still stuck down there.
Lamb Days was
boring.
pretty tight.
Lamb Day? I still have not partaken in Lamb Day. I didn't even know it existed.
Literally just like the smallest carnival.
I think the first time I heard about Lamb Day was like when me and you first lived together. I had no idea it even existed. Yeah.
There's a parade.
Oh. For
Softball
lambs?
games.
Is there a specific reason that it's for lambs? Like, did we have some history?
Yes. Once upon a time back in the day, Fountain Green was the biggest exporter of wool.
Really?
I think it might have just been Utah. Like the railroad went through Fountain Green just for the wool.
Oh, really?
So now it's the town holiday is Lamb Day, where kids will raise lambs. There's a lamb growing competition. Whoever has the best lamb gets a prize. And then they kill all the lambs and make thousands of lamb burgers.
Man, Lamb Day sounds so great for the lambs.
Right? No, you'll literally see kids like on 4-wheelers with like lambs behind them, like basically training them to get all muscular and a good lamb so they can try and win the lamb competition.
Yeah, that's how redneck Sanpete is. If anybody's not been down there, you're missing out on some awesome shit.
People walking their lambs to
try and get them swole for Lamb Day. That's really cool.
The lamb burgers are pretty good. They put like mustard on them and stuff, you know.
Never had lamb.
It's pretty good.
I heard is it gamey is the word when it's like chewy?
No, that's like mutton. No, sheep. When they grow up, the meat's not as good.
What's the difference between a lamb and a sheep?
Age mostly. Lambs are little
adults.
Yeah.
Or...
Sheep are adults. Lambs are not so much.
Oh, okay. Good to know. All right.
But the meat gets more gamey and really greasy when they get older.
So they call it Lamb Day.
Yeah.
And lamb are the not adults.
Yeah.
That produce less wool. Shouldn't it be called Sheep Day? Because I'm assuming they got most of their wool from the sheep. But it's in honor of what the sheep were doing. They're being screwed, man.
Yeah, but they eat the lambs.
I mean, I guess there's not too many cases where the children are honored.
Yeah, I guess. It's just called Lamb Days, all right?
All right, fine. It's Sanpete. I shouldn't expect there to be thought put into this.
I'm sure there's thought somewhere, but
it was lost.
Yeah. I'm not the best historian.
Yeah, whatever. Stupid lambs. Anyways, let's get into our... For those of you who watched the demo episodes, you'll understand that. Anyway, let's get into our origin story. So, me and Hayden have a very interesting way of how we met. And I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to let you tell your version of the story uninterrupted, and then I will
My
make
version isn't I don't know.
sympathetic or loving.
So bad.
Bullshit.
I did. I even stopped running after. I was like, oh, come on.
Whatever. You were just worried you're going to get in trouble. Anyways, why don't you tell the story, and then I'll just hear what you have to say, and then I'll chime in after.
I feel like I don't tell a good story. You're just running on the track, I tried to get
Explain the setting. Why are we on a track? How did this all happen?
For football, we were doing runnings, run around the track. Not that interesting. But Brett was on the inside, and I was trying to beat him, so I had to be on the inside. So I just kind of got in front of him, and then he just fucked up and tripped, and I felt bad.
Wow, you're right. You don't know how to tell a story.
I don't know why you tripped.
Okay, so here's what happened. Me and Hayden were in high school football. Oh my gosh. So much phlegm. I'm okay. Okay, me and Hayden are in high school football. And this is one of the first days that you actually went to the high school, I think. Yeah, because I did every single day there. And it was one of the first time I saw you. So what they do is they just do sprints and stuff around the track all the time. Sometimes it was due for placements of who would get it done fast enough to know where the running groups should be. That's how I got placed with all the slow linemen. I was very tiny and thin then, and everybody thought I should be fast. I can't remember who it was. There was somebody who straight up yelled and was just like, why the hell are you running with the slow guys? You should be faster than that. And then he had me run with the actual wide receivers, and they destroyed me. Yeah, I think it was Brady and Walker and all of them. They absolutely destroyed me. And afterwards he's like, yeah, you can run with the lineman next time. It's very slow. But yeah, so we're running around the track, and I'm just trying to fucking run around the track. You're a noob. I'm only a year ahead of you, though, so it's not anything too drastic. But as I'm running, Hayden decides that it would be a great idea to literally just jump right in front of me. We're talking if this was him, right here on me. So I trip and fall, and first thing I was thinking is just what the fuck were you doing? You just jumped right in front of me.
I was trying to pass you, get in front of you, so you didn't beat me.
Yeah, so
I wanted to win.
That started a deep hatred for you through most of high school.
What? Really? I mean, you kind of forgot about me.
Yeah, so I really didn't like you too much through high school. I thought you were annoying, and you were always...
I don't really recall.
I don't really remember why I didn't like you. I think most of it just had to do with your dumbass who tripped me.
Probably.
But yeah, and then it was a year after I had graduated. I was driving home with Cody up north and with my family, and then their car broke down, and so they found a ride, but there wasn't enough room for me and Cody. Oop. All right. Sorry, that has a 20-minute timer, so we've got to reset it every 20 minutes. I can't believe that was already 20 minutes. That was ridiculous. But so the car broke down, and me and Cody were just Cody was like, Hayden lives close, and I was like, okay. And then we went to your house, and we saw your creepy ass room in the basement. I think
creepy.
It was totally creepy. Are you kidding me?
Creepy.
Your room, well, not creepiness. I'm gonna rape you. It was just a really scary.
It was a really old
basement.
House,
yeah.
It technically wasn't supposed to be a room. It was an illegal room because it didn't fit fire code or something.
Oh, well then why did the room exist in the house?
Someone built it.
Oh, they just added a room in the basement?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They just walled it off and didn't do it appropriately, I guess. Well,
I don't know.
We were in there, and we were playing Dead Space. I remember it just came out, and we were messing around with it in your room, and I had a great time. And I was just like, oh, the Hayden guy is great. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, it's wait a minute, I fucking hated that guy. I just in that year off, I totally forgot. And then Then you came up and lived with me.
After high school. This is after I graduated, right after I graduated.
Yeah. What was the lead up for that? You were just like working, and then Cody said, "Come live with us," and you're like, "Fine, I'm out of San Pete."
Yeah. Basically, it's like, okay, I don't want to live there, and most of the there's no work in San Pete because it's a shit county. And yeah, I was doing construction at the time that was mostly taking place up around Utah County. So like, yeah.
Oh, so you were driving up? Oh yeah, sorry, you had that construction job. I didn't even think about that. Ah, well, yes. So then me and Hayden moved into, it was only a summer lease. We moved into an apartment together in Provo, or Orem, actually. And that was really fun. I enjoyed it there.
It was such a hot summer that I died most of the time.
Yeah, no, that summer was ridiculous. What was that one? We had like an AC bill that was like almost $300 or something like that because we were just blasting the AC too much. Well, Braden was.
Well, no, Braden would turn it off at night when it would get like 90 degrees.
That's right. He kept turning it off because he wanted to blow O's from the hookah. And you were just like, I'm trying to sleep and I'm dying.
Yes. Well, that was like, I think it was in August, like just a full week of in like the 110s almost.
Yeah.
All day.
That was such a hot summer. And then we had like an entire week where there was no clouds. It was just sun. And I remember thinking, I was just sitting there, like dying to death on the couch. And it's like, how the fuck is Hayden working out in this? This is goddamn awful.
I remember I had such a tan that year.
Yeah, you seriously, you had such a tan line. You went from stupid white boy to brown as hell.
The, safety regulation shirt, so it had to be like an actual t-shirt that had sleeves and like actual jeans stuff, so you couldn't.
They don't just want a bunch of shirtless employees.
Yeah, not allowed.
That sounds more fun.
I guess.
Yeah, and then pretty much since then we have, lived together. Yeah. We were supposed to get a place, and then all the roommates decided they wanted to live other places last minute. So me and Hayden just decided to just go to Wolverine Crossing and get
roomies.
Yeah, and we were roommates. Mm-hmm. Lots of fun memories in that room.
Teeniest room with 2 twin beds.
Yes. And then, I remember, we won't say names, but Hayden was getting freaky with one girl, and being in the same room is very interesting because we also had a bathroom in that room. So sometimes it made for inappropriate content. Like the time I came out or walked into our bedroom and you were just fucking naked in the middle of the room.
I had to change.
You weren't even, there was a bathroom.
I had to go from the bathroom to get the clean clothes that were in the room.
I was a victim. I was just trying to fucking go home and relax in my damn bed.
No, fuck your bed.
Actually, I probably wasn't trying to relax in my bed. That thing was very uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had like tons of mats and stuff you had to put on there just to sleep in it.
Yeah, it was really bad. But yeah, no, you were fucking naked in the room for no goddamn reason.
It was a reason. I was changing.
If I remember correctly, you were like extremely nonchalant. Like I walked in, it's like, what the fuck? You're like, oh yeah, what's that?
Well, I think like something switched my brain. Like, get to play it cool. I was like, oh shit, this is going down. Don't make it weird.
What's up, dude? Hey, how's it going?
It's better than like,
That's true, because then I would feel bad.
Yeah. I was like, oh, hey.
You allowed me to be the victim. You're so nice.
Yes.
If I pretend like I wanted this to happen, it will help Brett.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Hayden. You're so kind.
Exact thought process, but
I wonder if they can have this cute or see this cute dog.
Oh, God,
he's just napping his ass off. Probably see his bum, but not much else.
Yeah, maybe.
So I was in the room and I was listening to some music on my headphones, and then I just walked in there and was just folding or grabbing. I was putting away laundry because my laundry was done, so I was just folding it up, putting it away, and then my music paused, or I paused my music for some reason, and all of a sudden I hear some freaky business going on in the bathroom, specifically a woman moaning quite loud. Good job. Wait, oh God, that was a terrible wink.
I just don't wink ever. I'm just so bad at winking.
Yeah, no, I can't do it.
Just fuck winking.
I look like I'm trying. It's like when people wink, it's very subtle and like, but I'm like,
it's like
I'm too cautious. Yeah, I'm too self, or I think I'm terrible, so I'm trying to be good, and it really comes across. But yeah, so I take off.
Get good at the eyebrows.
No, I can't do eyebrows at all. Like I got.
You gotta get
Yeah, no,
eyebrow control.
Yeah. Anybody who's listening, Hayden can do the wave with his brow, and I cannot.
Good.
Am I doing it?
You're doing something. Those brows are moving. That's what matters. All right. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, that works. But yeah, so I hear some freaky business, and I'm like, oh shit! And then I just went outside, and I think I played. I don't know why I remember such weird little things, but I'm almost 100% positive I went out and I played Battlefront 2.
What?
Yeah, I think I remember that because I had my laundry basket next to me. And I was just waiting for you to be done. Yeah, I had to deal with a lot of that. You dealt with none of it.
Oh, there was the one time, another roommate. I don't know if we should do names, but
probably not.
314.
314.
Where they had a friend over.
Oh, Nick. Well, if we don't say a last name, the only person that will know is Nick. Like none of our people know who Nick is.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But the one time Nick had a friend over, and we just decided to be assholes because it was completely obvious what was going on.
Oh yeah.
And so we went and got the couch out from the waiting room and waited by the elevator for him to come out.
Jesus.
And like we had some friends, like it was me, you, Cody, and Marcus, I think.
Oh yeah.
And we just waited by the elevator from the walk out, like, oh hey.
I don't remember this at all.
Remember that? We like drug the couch from the waiting area in front of the
Oh
elevator.
my gosh, yes, that's right. Yes. Dude, that was so funny. Okay. I'll retell it just in case there's some stuff missed. So Nick had a friend over and they totally banged. And then he went downstairs to say goodbye to them and send them on their way. Right? Isn't that what happened?
He walked them to the elevator.
He walked them to the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh, and we had the couch outside of the house? I don't remember. We brought a couch to the elevator and then he came back up.
So the elevator has a little waiting room next to it. It's like couch and stuff. We just drug the couch in front of the elevator.
Yeah, because he was on his way back from saying goodbye to her.
No. Our apartment was right next to the elevator.
Uh-huh.
We just drug it right in front.
Yeah.
And when they came out to walk her out.
Oh, they were doing freaky business in the apartment,
Yes.
and then we went to the elevator.
Yes.
Okay. Man, I like vaguely remember.
We need like a diagram.
Yeah, I know. I remember just being on the couch and thinking, we're so fucking funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Like, oh, hey, guys. What's up?
Hey,
Where
what you guys been doing?
just in the freaking, or right in front of the elevator. Dude, there were some good times with
we were
Nick.
pretty funny.
Yeah, Nick was, man, his just, ew, god damn it, dog licking my foot. Oh, man, these dogs make this difficult. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so we got to tell him about the time Nick made some weed brownies.
I was so mad when we found out he was doing that.
Oh, yeah, he totally gave himself away.
Well, the way he made these weed brownies in his apartment that was like extremely regulated to, for good LDS.
Oh, yeah. If anybody's been in Wolverine Crossing, they know it's super strict.
It wasn't student housing, but they just like regulated like it was student housing.
Yeah.
So tons of rules. They had fucking, what are those people called?
RA, I think.
Yeah, they had RAs on every
I honestly
floor.
have no idea what it stands for.
Resident advisor.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, I think. I don't fucking know. But yeah,
Well,
so,
they didn't do any advising. They just did tattling.
Yeah, that's basically
There was
what
no
they were.
advice
They were
given.
tattles on every floor.
Yeah.
But see, Nick was a goddamn stoner, like hardcore stoner.
Yeah.
And what he would do is he'd wait till me and Brett, went on our family trips down to San Pete to get free food.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to make weed brownies so he could sell them. But how he covered up the ridiculous smell that comes with weed brownies was he would burn something. Like
He
really
rice in
really
a pan.
burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time he was rice in a pan, you could smell it from the bottom floor. We were on the top floor.
The first time was like a little believable too. The second time he did it twice, and it was just like,
Yeah.
okay, man, how many times Or are you gonna leave
Like,
goddamn
it's-
rice on the stove?
And honestly, it worked. He never got caught because he burnt it so bad. Like the entire floor was like
Oh, it
contaminated.
reeked forever.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it was so bad.
we could have just had a weed party in there, and all they would have smelled was burnt shit.
It was,
It was terrible
and
living
how
in
we
there.
found him out was he did it again. Like, oh my god, something burnt again.
Yeah.
And we were just pissed the whole time getting up to our apartment. This time we just like microwave popcorn for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we like came in on him like with a bunch of like weed butter, like you did this on purpose, you piece of shit. Because it would stink so bad for like days after.
Oh yeah.
We were so pissed at him.
They were good weed brownies though.
I wouldn't know. I didn't take it because Christian body.
Uh huh. Never done anything.
I never took a weed brownie though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like ever?
No,
Not. What kind of edibles have you done?
like chocolates, gummies. Never had a weed brownie.
Oh man, I got so trashed on that drive to that party.
It's such a bad.
Oh man, that was
Oh.
terrible. I took the stuff and then I was sitting there for like 3 hours and I was debating on going to that party or not. And it's like, okay, if I get fucked up, I won't go. And so I was super sober 3 hours later and was just like, why not? What's better than my story?
Well, I just have to watch her thing to see if anybody
Oh,
from work. Just a little side note: if you see me keep checking this phone, it's because girlfriend Malaya is having some body troubles, and I'm trying to make sure that people know she can't make it to work.
yes.
Her management's kind of shit.
And then I'm watching the timer for this thing, but I don't know why I'm watching because it sounds off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was debating like, should I go to that party or not? And if I get fucked up on this weed chocolate, then I will. And 3 hours later, felt nothing. So I was just like, I'll go to the party. And then halfway there, I start thinking about like something really seriously, and I was just like, dude, this is one of the smartest fucking things I've ever thought in my life. I was just like so proud of the thought I had. And then I wish I remember what it was, but then I all did a double take and was just like, wait a minute, that is the stupidest thing. Oh my God, I'm fucked. I was like driving and just totally messed up. Like it was so hard getting to that house. I remember like just constantly saying words to myself like, look for the brake lights, because I was following people. And then when I got onto the freeway, I think I was probably going like 50 miles an hour.
Oh,
and just,
no.
why is everyone so fast? When I finally got to the party, I was just so exhausted from driving.
That sounds stressful. I would hate that.
Oh, it was terrible. I don't recommend driving stupid, just trashed high. Like, don't do that.
Honestly, do not
at all.
Yeah, I don't like getting really messed up on weed. Like I
don't either.
I cease function. I just sit there like can't do anything, and I hate it.
There's this really perfect point that I don't really know how to describe, but like it's very hard for me to hit it, and I'm either unsatisfied and not high enough, or I'm just like, oh God, too much.
Yeah, like I remember one time, I think it was with Mercedes, back at our old apartment before this one, and we just got really high, and I was just so high, just beyond I couldn't function. Like there's no point at being high because I can't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I do remember we sent you on a Beto's run, or Rancheritos. And so the whole time I was like thinking, oh my God, Brett's so amazing. Helping me in my time of need. I need that burrito so bad, and I could not get it by myself. Thank God for Brett. That goddamn saint. Well, it felt like 3 hours I was thinking that, but it was probably like 15 minutes.
You're welcome.
Yes.
But yeah, so Nick though, we got distracted.
back.
So
Okay.
Nick, that last bash he did, I think he actually made some with a friend too. Like he was making them in 2 locations. So he ended up with this giant just tote of just weed brownies, insane. And then for the next week, he ate every.
He was supposed to sell them. He was supposed to go to like a rave or something and just like be doling out brownies, but he didn't.
Yeah, he tried the product. And then it turned into a week-long high as fuck bender.
Like just gone high. Like he didn't move. He was just on the couch like in the most ridiculous, like just comfy position.
Oh yeah, he was freaking toast. I remember he was sitting there on the chair. Let's see. I'm gonna recreate this. So he was sitting there like this on our armchair, and he had a laptop on his thing, and he was watching Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And he's all sitting here like this, and we'd come home, and he's just like, and we turn on video games, and periodically throughout the day he would look, and then he'd just continue watching the show. He'd wake up immediately and then just keep watching the show. And he just kept doing that. And then another weed brownie, and he was like that for almost a week straight. It was insane.
Didn't do anything.
It was hilarious. Nick was honestly not the greatest roommate, and he was kind of a douche boy, but it was extremely entertaining living with
wasn't like
him.
a bad roommate, like he caused problems or anything.
Yeah, he was just kind of an idiot. Yeah. But he had fun with it, and he was actually pretty honest with how stupid he was. Mm-hmm. Oh man! So we had another roommate. I won't say which one this roommate is because the story is a little bit risque, and I think even if we only say their first name, they would probably get
Give
upset.
Me codes.
Here, I'll cut this part out. Anyways, so we're back. Nothing happened whatsoever.
About the Tinder thing?
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the Tinder thing.
That guy.
This is so good. All right. So our roommate comes in, and he's all like, dude, guys, the craziest thing just happened to me. So I messaged this girl on Tinder, and she gave me her address. And when I get there, I'm like, which building is yours? And then she's all like, it's this apartment. There'll be a sheet with a hole in it.
Just come in.
Yeah.
There'll be a sheet with a hole in it. Stick your dick in that sheet. And him being just the idiot he is,
he did it. Which, by the way, I was talking to Jaron, and I told him this story, and he was all like, oh, the sheet lady. I was like, what? This is like a character on Tinder?
He's
like, your friend actually went for that?
Apparently it's been around, collecting dicks in a sheet.
Yeah, she's known in the community.
We say she, but we have a sneaking suspicion.
Well, that's where the story gets hilarious. He comes back and he's like, how fucking cool is that?
Yeah,
I'm like,
he is amped, like pumped about this story.
Yeah, he's so amped. He thinks it's the baddest thing ever. And I was just like, did you ever consider that it might have been a guy behind that sheet? And his face is, no.
It's like,
no, it didn't. I think he said something stupid like it didn't feel like guy lips.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You got something to compare that with?
Yeah. Like he was digging deep, like, no, it couldn't have been.
Yeah.
That's the reason why it couldn't have been. It's like, I'm pretty sure that you got your dick sucked by a dude. He's like, no. And the thing, this guy was like, wouldn't say he's like homophobic, like he hated gays, but he was very much a straight man.
Oh yeah, he was like he was just like, oh dude, I love boobs and stuff, and oh, titties are awesome, and like just very.
He was a very much
boastful about how much he loved boobs.
In conclusion, he got his dick sucked by a dude and threw a sheet.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Yep, that was the story. But yeah, so Hayden and I have had lots of roommates. What was that?
Just people moving on.
Oh, yeah. So we've had lots of roommate crazy ass stories. So many. We had one roommate where Hayden, what was this? Or you decided you got laid off from construction, and because you were going to school, you decided whatever or something like that. That was in B106.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
our first apartment together, just me and you.
Yeah,
we're in roommates, but we had a random.
Yeah, Hayden. Yeah, so Hayden was working construction, and winter rolls around, so of course tons of people get laid off. He was going to massage school, so he was just like, whatever, I'll deal with that. But yeah, so one of our roommates didn't know though, and so Hayden's just laying in bed chilling.
Yeah, watching Netflix, doing your thing.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden one of our roommates walks into our room.
Yeah, straight up just walks in. He has his face down for a minute, takes a couple steps in, looks up. Oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
like nothing. And like, cool, leaves.
I swear you told me. He said, I didn't know you were home.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you were home. Yeah.
It's like, okay. Why are you in here? Which I don't know why we didn't confront him about that. Yeah. We just kind of let it happen.
I think it was pretty much confirmed he would take our BioShock game and just play it to death.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he was playing BioShock like crazy.
I don't think he had any stealing intent others just to play that game.
Yeah. Oh man, they all got on the same video game schedule, and it made me sad. I hated it because they all started playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and of course never left the boat. So literally all I saw of the entire game was the same freaking pirate battle
Those stupid sea shanties
for
and
months.
shit.
It was ridiculous. And they would always all of them would play the exact same game at the same time, and so it was just constantly you come home and it's the same thing. Oh man, our little battles to the Xbox.
Oh yeah, set alarms for like 6 a.m. so we can wake up and get on the
we would
Xbox.
wake up. Yeah,
Because there's only one Xbox in the apartment, one TV. Neither of them were ours, but we still wake up and get on it so they wouldn't, kick us off.
oh yeah, we'd set an alarm and just like get to there, turn it on, and then like an hour later, one of the roommates would come out, and he just had that face where you're like, you knew he was like, oh, I really wanted to play Xbox.
Yeah.
So we're like, too bad, bitch.
And it was his Xbox. That's a really funny thing. It was his Xbox.
Yeah, we were dicks. So
Yeah.
we
We took advantage of a very like socially awkward person.
yeah, that was we were being rude, but it was still funny.
We even like told him multiple times, like, if you want to kick us off, do it.
Yeah, that actually is true. We were being rude, but also we told him that he can kick us off whenever. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And yeah, I remember a couple times he was like, hey, can I play that in like a little while after I'm done doing this? Like, yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And then he would.
Man, those video game days were fun. That's how our friendship was started. Me and that was that 4th of July party with Mariah when she came back. Mariah, if you listen to this, we love you and you're hilarious. So it was 4th of July, and this is like kind of when me and Hayden first started being friends, because I still wasn't really a big fan of you living with us, but I wanted enough roommates to make it financially possible. So I was just like, whatever.
It was like a 4-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. So Mariah and I, we were both working at Texas Roadhouse at the time. So we went there and hung out, and it was 4th of July, and we had plans to go out to a party with some of the people from there. But we had some time, and Mariah just passed out on the couch. So then you and I threw in Fear 3. Oh yeah, and we had so much fun. That was great. That was like when our friendship started. I remember like in the middle of that, like, or when it was over, I was just like, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
I have a new friend.
Yeah, I really liked the Fear games. And they were like, oh, it's co-op. You have to play it co-op. Like, it's meant to be played co-op. And I had no one to play with. I was going to play with Cody, but he was super busy with, Cody shit. I was like, fuck it. You want to play, Brett? You want to play with me?
Yeah. And then Mariah was sleeping, and I was like, oh, we got hours before the party, so whatever.
Oh, yeah, we had that crazy couch set up with, like,
oh yeah, we did the classic. You have a couch on the ground, put 2 chairs behind it, and then put a couch on those chairs. So you got this like stadium seating with your
It's 'cause
couches.
We had no furniture, and the only like TV stand we had was like 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
So we had a little TV up there. So we had
Yeah,
to
that's
stack
right. The TV
couches.
was tiny, but then the living room was like a mile long. So yeah, so we stacked couches in front. It was great. But yeah, so after that though, the freaking party that me and Mariah went to was hilarious. So Mariah, we went there. Oh, we went there with Gay Boy too, Eric.
God, Eric.
And he got so trashed and just slept on the couch. And then there was these 3 dudes who were sitting on the couch across from him, just staring at him, watching him sleep. It's like,
fucking weird.
what are you doing? It's like, all right, as long as you don't hurt him, whatever. But then we had what's that fruit punch drink or whatever?
Jungle juice.
Yeah, we had jungle juice there.
Jungle juice is so good.
And this one guy was talking to Mariah, and he's kind of a creep, and he works with us and all this stuff. And he's talking to Mariah, and he just keeps handing her drinks, and she's like, oh, "Okay," because okay. If I remember correctly, that's how she retold the story. So yeah. But so, oh yeah, and then she just got fucking trashed. And then of course he was trying to bang her, but then I came in, I noticed how messed up she got, and I just kind of wouldn't let them be alone.
Just swooped and like kind of scooped her up.
Yeah, so I just kind of hung out with her and wouldn't let them be alone. But then I bought some fireworks for it. Or I think me and Mariah both bought it, but it's this big old box of fireworks that shoots them straight in the sky. And Mariah is trashed, and we just put them on the lawn and then shot them, and she's trying to look up and see them. So she's all trashed, be like, oh, wow. She's like trying not to fall over. I had to like grab her shoulders. It's so funny. She's just like, whoa, it's pretty. I'm making Mariah sound like she's like some kind of crazy alcoholic, but No, she's actually really smart and awesome.
Jungle Juice will get you.
Oh, Jungle Juice gets you hard,
Oh,
dude.
it's
You
so sneaky.
you think you're fine, and then you just get fucked so quick that you got fucked at Megan's party. We'll talk about that another time. But
fun.
it was hilarious though because Mariah got like way past like a good spot of drunk, but she can handle it like crazy. Like she doesn't throw up or anything. She's tough as hell. But
Didn't she throw up, though?
she
I
will
know that was-
pretend to be a dinosaur. We came home and then Cody was like, I don't know what Cody did. I went and took a shower, and then when I came out, she was going like all over the apartment.
That's funny.
It was a pretty great 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Oh yeah, also me and her went on a bullet bike ride, and like we're riding up in the hills on Provo and could see like all of the fireworks and everything. It was pretty fun to do a motorcycle ride with fireworks going off everywhere. But yeah, so unfortunately, this is probably where we're gonna have to stop it. We got like 2 minutes, but I think I set the alarm clocks low. Yeah. To explain a little bit better, this camera only has really tiny SD cards in it. Like it's got a 4 gig and like a 16 gig, which equates to apparently about an hour of footage. And my other card, me and my family were shooting the short film, and I left my other card in his camera. So that one is 128 gig, and we'd be able to film for freaking ever. But unfortunately, these are all the cards I have, so we don't really have an option. Plus, I mean, it's been like 50 minutes, so
You have plenty of footage.
yeah, that's pretty good. We did a pretty decent job. But yes, so this is the podcast. This is pretty much all it's going to be. We would love to have more people over. So if you would like to be a part of the thing, you can contact me on Facebook. I'm sure we'll have some other contact information later on, but you can either help us make the show better or make us realize that guests aren't a good idea. It's all up to you.
People suck, but hey.
But no, I really think just bringing in some friends and just shooting the shit would be really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Just tell
I think it'll be a
them
blast.
stupid stories.
Maybe if we're lucky, we can go out to Georgia and visit Mariah and like do a podcast with her out there. That would be so fun.
So, Mariah, just so I can get a better visual representation, do the dinosaur.
Yes. We'll bring Jungle Juice with us. Recreate 4th of July. That was a great time. Yeah. But yes, I'm Brett, and that's Hayden, and this is our show. So there'll be lots of changes and things going on all the time. So we just want to find what we love, and at the end of the day, that's really all this is it's fun to do. You kind of just schedule a time to sit and talk with your friend. It's almost like a phone call, and it's pretty entertaining actually.
That's a good time.
We'll probably do it for as long as we have fun with it. We really don't care about views or anything, but for those of you who are watching, we do appreciate it. And then also, this will be the only time we say this, because you don't have to say it at the end of every freaking goddamn episode you ever do. If you'd like to subscribe, go ahead and do it.
Subscribe to what?
This is going to be on YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know I had one of those yet.
Yeah, I'm going to post it on YouTube, and I'm going to post it on all sorts of stuff. But specifically, YouTube is what I'm going to try and grow.
Facebook right now.
Yeah, we'll do Facebook too. But yeah, if you like what you see, subscribe. That's the last time you'll hear it from us, because I have a feeling you already know that by now. Thank you, everybody. Bye.